This is Radio Entrepreneurs, and we're on the air, and we're always telling the stories of entrepreneurship and sharing the stories of entrepreneurship here in our Radio Entrepreneur studios overlooking the Mass Pike on the way to Boston. And our next guest is Alex Min, Chief Marketing and Sales Officer for Terrafugia.
Yes, that's pretty close.
Okay, so I hope I don't have to say Terrafugia too much during this interview.
Jeffrey, you just said it perfectly just now.
So why don't you tell us about Terrafugia?
Oh, start with the name.
Right.
Terra means earth,
Right.
and fugia comes from fugitive, or to escape. So our company name means to escape from the earth. So all 5 of the founders, we met at MIT in grad school. 3 of us were engineers and 2 of us were in business school, and all 5 of us are pilots. And
escaping. Okay,
yes,
you're in the
so,
air.
Right, we're in the air. And the founder, I would say, is Carl Dietrich. He had this dream since he was very young, PhD from MIT and Aeroastro. And it really, his vision is to improve transportation for all of us. Coming into Boston, I-90, or if you live in LA, Beijing, you name the big city, Tokyo, Seoul, there's a lot of congestion. Our dream is the personal transportation, if you will, like how you commute into work. We want to shorten that time. I think what's really important to realize is you want to make something practical. You even mentioned the word practical. So a flying car, really what we're making, our first product, is not a car. It's fundamentally a plane. It just has one feature that no other plane has, which is becoming a street legal vehicle and being able to drive down streets. We've built a prototype, 2 of them that have flown and driven. I've actually flown it. And it's driven down streets. It's flown in the air. And we have 100 customers that have placed a deposit waiting to receive their product, and we're hoping to deliver our first vehicle in about 2 years, 2016. Our second product, though, which is conceptual right now in design, would be a true flying car.
Right.
So the technology already exists today. The question is getting the funding and putting it together, and we have some very unique ideas on how to make this practical.
Where are you getting the funding for this?
We have mostly, actually,
This is not opening up a new restaurant.
No, it is not. And actually, we have about 80 investors thus far, and they're all people. They vary.
Private, or are we talking with investment firms as well?
We have talked to investment firms, and we continue to do so. But most of our investment thus far has been private investors, and they vary, but they believe in our dream. That, or they really, really want this product to come to fruition, to the market. It varies. Some people are pure investors. They crunch the numbers. It's across the board. But in the end, I think what we love about our investors is they're all very passionate about what we're doing, as we are.
So where are you in the developmental process of getting this business to be monetized?
Very good question. So our first product, the Transition, as I mentioned, is already flown. I've flown it. A bunch of us, we did 2 pilot test flights recently. We think in 2 years we'll actually be able to deliver the first production vehicle to our first customer that's waiting right now. So that'll get us into positive revenue. And then for the follow-on product, TFX, maybe 8 to 10 years. Hard to say. It's really early. That's going to bring the pie to a whole nother level.